don't know if I got everything. Let's see that GG. I was doing that in the background while you guys were booting up, but we'll see. Let's just bet all the numbers as a single ticket. Possibly. I don't know. We'll see. I think there's kind of a merit to you guys knowing what your numbers are, but most of you don't really keep up with them anyway because you know the document has it. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it. But like I said, there's a reason I always start the lottery during the starting student screen, so that massive scroll that happens just gets out the way. We get the show going. Okay. Wow, stuff is in the wrong place. Everything's in the wrong place. So hold on, let me move some stuff around to make sure it is correct. This is just a video that I pulled from Canva that I was supposed to use for the lottery every week, and I just forget. So now it's just, you know, it's my in case of emergencies, use this one. I don't have touch portal open. That's one thing I forgot to do. Okay, so there are a bunch of ways you guys to earn pixels today. Let's go through them all. Number one, Power Pixels Lottery. Do it every Tuesday. Number two, since we are doing Steam Next Fest, we are going to do Steam Next Fest also with Trailer Bingo, because I have 11 demos downloaded. We're gonna go through all of those today, and then on Thursday we'll do regular new releases. We'll play Bingo again. So, and then we're gonna do a prediction night, and I need to make sure I set up that command correct. So give me 2 seconds to make sure that's right. And then I can tell you how it's going to work. Please do not do this early. I will tell you when you're allowed to put your predictions in. Please, please, please. And I did not, so let me fix that real quick. Clay, what's going on? Well, might play a wave shooter. No. That's reserved for you, buddy. I don't take ideas from other streams. I'm bullshitting. I'll give myself the bullshit sound. Every idea you ever seen on this stream came from someone else. And I always, you know, I chuckle a little bit when people are like, that's so creative. How'd you come up with that idea? I'm like, dude, I stole that from someone else. Literally every channel point redeem, or whatever idea I've ever used comes from someone else. So here's my bullshit sounding for me. Because I just lied through my teeth. Completely lied. That hair parlor shop, huh? Oh, that yeah, gotcha. The one that was blocked last week. I gotcha. I'm gonna give myself another one. You're a lying sack of crap. Cause You're a lying sack of crap. Straight lying. You're a lying, scheming, stinking, nasty sack of liquid crap. So here's how it's going to work. There's going to be a pop-up on the screen that you have to be on this screen to see it. It'll look like this. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. That should have updated actually. So hold on. One moment. That list should have updated. Oh, I didn't save it. There we go. So here's how it'll work. After we finish watching all the trailers, you'll be able to use a channel point called !next, NEXT, and you go next space and then type one of the names of these games. Yes, Virtual Skate has a demo. I've already downloaded it. It's right here. Yep, it's right. I mean, I have not, let me be clear, I have not screen tested a single one of these. I'm going into these completely cold. So if they crash the stream, if they don't work, okay, we're just gonna see it all raw. So the way this works is that after we watch all the trailers, I'm gonna tell everyone, okay, you can put in your predictions. They do cost pixels. I'll get to that in a second. You'll go !next, NEXT, space, and then the name of the game. That will log it all on a text document that I will scan after we spin to see what the next game will be. And we'll be using Like Tools for that. If you don't know what Like Tools is the widget that I use for giveaways. It looks like this. This is not the first game. I'm just demonstrating. Yes, I am. Complete RNG. Inspired by you, Croy. Inspired by you, buddy. So this game is designed for the people who have a ton of pixels right now because it will cost pixels. Every prediction, you can only do one per round. We're gonna do up to 11 rounds. I have 11 demos. Every prediction costs 1,000 pixels. If you get it right, pixels, Croy, P-I-X-E-L-S. if you get it right, I'm actually gonna up the ante because I said 3,000 in my Discord post. I'm gonna change that. And yeah, last round be easy. If you get it right, I'm gonna up the ante. You'll get 5,000 back. So it's a 20% down payment to possibly get 5,000 back. If someone guesses every single Pop-Tarts, I wish. Oh god, some brown cinnamon sugar Pop-Tarts. Sorry, something's mine. But it gotta be frosted. It gotta be frosted. I had this conversation with Amelia in a separate area, separate place, or in a separate conversation. Anyone who eats unfrosted Pop-Tarts should be deported from the country. Should just be get them the hell out of here. Should I miss your answer? But how deep is your backlog currently? In terms of games, not really. I mean, no one's bought anything on the store for a while. I owe a cookout night for Carrie that we're probably gonna do in a couple of weeks. And there's a night of Dungeons of Eternity with Mock Ravage, but Quest streaming is broken right now. So I'm waiting for them to fix that. There should be a fix out next week. S'mores is the best. No, ma'am. Frosted cherry. Thank you. Thank you. Get your life together. Don't speak that blasphemy on chat. I've never had the Pop-Tart. I remain confused as to what. Oh my God, Russ. Okay, they're tangent. Oh, sorry. Let me finish the prediction thing. Whenever you put it in next, it will take 1,000 pixels off of your account. If you get it right, I will then add 5,000 back to your account. Anyone who gets every single game correct in order will get a bonus. I think I said 25,000 on the channel. So this for the high rollers. This for the high rollers in the chat who have a whole lot of pixels and not a lot of places to spend them. So that's that. Like industrialized toasties. I don't even know what the hell a toasty is, but okay. For the sake of Russ, who has been deprived her whole life of the goodness.
The award-winning Amelia says, live open mic stream is brought to you by Kellogg's Pop-Tarts.
Exactly. Oh, that reminds me. Someone do a breaking news, and I don't care what it is. Just someone do a breaking news. I programmed that to be read by TTS now. I just need to make sure it works. So someone just redeem one for me while I do this. I tested it on my own. I just need to make sure it works if like someone in chat does it, and it doesn't like override you guys or anything. Scorp, what's going on? Welcome in. Russ, this is a Pop-Tart. And I'll just blow this up so you can see this all. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, do it. Do it. Do it. And do it. Shit. Why did that not work?
Oh, drink water.
Thank
drink
you.
water. Drink water, bitch.
All right, this live troubleshooting brought to you by Kellogg's Pop-Tarts. That's your channel, Croy. I probably should start the oops counter here. What did I do wrong there? Because that should have worked. Is SpeakerBot not connected? SpeakerBot might not be connected here. Let's see. Everything breaking news, but it didn't actually go through. So let's see real quick. If not, no big deal. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, what is it? Is that a pastry or something? Because it looks like ice cardboard with jam in the middle. It's a pastry. It's a fruit-filled pastry with icing on it. I'm sorry, the good ones have icing on it. The bad ones don't have icing on it. If you ever see a Pop-Tart without icing, don't buy it. It is just a fruit-filled pastry. Has been an update to the Twitch API event thing. Are you in the latest version? I updated everything last night when I built this. I would like to think that this should still be okay, but who knows? If I can't fix this in 2 seconds, I'm just not gonna worry about it for tonight. But yeah, that should have worked. It worked for me last night, but there's stuff that works for the stream and it doesn't work for you guys. I've never understood why that's the case. Okay, yeah, I don't know why that didn't work. All right, whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it now. Not connected. You have to connect. I used StreamerBot set up through SpeakerBot to get the specific voice. You have to connect them to a WebSocket to be able to do that. And they look connected when I checked. Where is SpeakerBot? It's not connected. That's why. I said auto connect. Damn you. Okay, that didn't work. So I'm gonna turn off the cooldown. Corey, if you could redeem that again in about 30 seconds. Let me just turn that off and turn that off. Okay, Croy, try that again. I almost said Troy. Sometimes I think it's because it comes in contact with Twitch. I mean, whatever comes in contact with Twitch breaks. Don't forget all that high fructose corn syrup. Yes, the good stuff, Amelia. The delicious stuff. The stuff that makes life beautiful. High fructose corn syrup. Please work. Please work.
Breaking news. Croy VR reports VR streaming is hard, but hell just streaming is hard. Now back to the stream.
Okay, perfect. All right, that worked. Perfection. And I cut the time that this shows on screen down. All right, we did some live troubleshooting, live on stream. Beautiful. Russ, I will export you some Pop-Tarts as long as there's not a tariff involved. He. Close that. Come back to this, and let's go ahead and fire up Bingo. If you were in Croy stream tomorrow, you're probably gonna see some crossover. I'd already kind of picked the games, or I was in the middle of picking the games. Where Croy was doing his stream, so some of these are gonna overlap. I really hope that there is one specific one that comes up early. I need to confirm that Hey Call Me Clay is still in chat, because Clay sipped his tea earlier. I just want to make sure that Clay is within the sound of my voice, because I'm actually going to show a specific game first. And while I'm waiting for Clay to respond, I'm going to give him about 30 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and fire up Bingo. Get it fired up. There we go. All right, there. Let's create a game. Why are you not creating? Oh, I actually have to select what I want to do. There we go. Create a game. All right. Clay is not here. Okay, so we'll just go through them in the typical alphabetical order, and then add a specific one I wanted. I had to make sure that Clay saw, but he apparently is in the spell, so that's fine. No worries. If you have not played stream, oh Clay, hi, there you are, buddy. Excellent. Okay, so the first one, by the way, please get your bingo cards now. You're working. Okay, then I'll show you this real quick, Clay. One of the demos that we're gonna play is called Shroomer. Shroomer. In this open world, relaxed VR fantasy, you are a shroomer, a mystical forager tasked with managing a secret enchanted forest. Gather rare fungi and vegetation, craft elixirs, build tools, and complete tasks. Handle dangerous mushrooms. This is how you know it's fantasy. This is how you know it's fantasy, because no mushrooms are dangerous. No mushrooms are dangerous. They're all delicious. With special approach or risk being claimed by the forest magic, I realize someone redeemed to hydrate. I don't have a water bottle anywhere near me. I'll grab it on my break, I promise. Vomits on the way out. No, don't vomit. Don't vomit. I don't think any of that triggered...
The award-winning Amelia says, all mushrooms are edible once.
I don't think this qualifies for anything in the description, and this game is not released, so none of these are going to be on sale. So if you have on sale, you're probably going to be screwed tonight. Okay, anyway. And I'm not going to count it as has a demo available. So yeah, you're losing 2 squares. So sorry. All right, let's watch the trailer for look at this screenshot. Before we get into this, look at this screenshot. There's solely not a woman in court here for murdering 3 of her in-laws with death caps. What the hell? I forgot to put the cooldown back on.
Breaking news. Hey Call Me Clay reports mushrooms can suck it. Now back to the stream.
I forgot to put the cooldown back on after we finish that test. Let me do that now. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay. 30 minutes back on. There we go. That's a very effective use of that, Clay. Oh, God. Okay, let's watch the trailer. See what we got.
I never even met my grandfather,
It's 3 minutes long, so automatically we're getting a 2 minutes long call. There we go.
but when he died, my fate was sealed. A royal summons. No choice, no escape. You are the new Shroomer, destined to tend to this forest, the one no one else could enter. Yay. Well, thanks a lot. It's full of things I've only ever heard about in whispered stories. Mushrooms that can grant power beyond belief. That can twist your mind until you forget your own name. That can kill you before you even hit the ground.
Like death caps.
And me, I'm now supposed to master them, deliver them to the kingdom of Ask, and I'm never leaving this place. She.
I've never had beef Wellington, but it always looks and sounds amazing. When I watch these that are clearly recorded in headset, it makes me feel like everyone's got some kind of like tremor going on, but it's not. That's just your body's natural movement. Said these look amazing though. Look at all these mushrooms. Look at them all. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'll give you bad frame rate. I'll give you bad frame rate. I feel like this is more like stabilizer issues than bad frame rate, but I'll give it to you. Not every mushroom is harmless, nor is it easily found. Yo, who's eating raw mushrooms out in the forest like that, though? Okay, I trust you, Croy. We're not really looking at the hands here. They're actually doing something. They're not doing that slow look down nonsense. That's why, Croy, I will always maintain that the Super Mario Brothers franchise is a metaphor for drugs. Is a metaphor for drug addiction. Think about it. Mario eats mushrooms all the time and he gets big and strong. Mario eats a flower and he can spit straight fire. Or then he takes a star, which will probably be, you know, equivalent to something like cocaine, and all of a sudden he's invincible and can run through everything. Super Mario Brothers is a drug metaphor. I did drop some frames on the stream too, so that might have been just me. That might have been me. I dropped 489 frames in the last minute or so. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that didn't feel like 3 minutes. Deployment, exactly. It's just a front for their drug operation. Mario and Luigi are rampant drug addicts and drug dealers. I will not be told otherwise. That was a 3-minute trailer. That did not feel like 3 minutes, honestly. That felt like that flew by. Probably because we were looking at so many mushrooms, and the mushrooms just looked absolutely amazing. This is a game, Croy, because Croy, you know, Croy talks about, you know, fidelity and that sense of what do you call it? What's your phrase, Croy? Presence. That sense of presence that you get when you're in like a really high fidelity experience. Because of all the mushrooms in this, I would love if this game got a really high fidelity, high quality treatment, just so you could really like just be there with the mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? Just, I'm trolling Clay for those who don't know, because Clay hates mushrooms. So I'm just trolling Clay. Sometimes I get the troll too. It's not always you guys trolling me. Sorry, I'm sticking the battery in my controller right now. Okay, so that's streamer. That's on the list. After we get through all 11 of these, we will do predictions. So, all right, Clay, you can go back to work now. I just want to make sure you saw that. Love you, buddy. All right, Anomaly Runner. Croy played this yesterday, and it actually, even though I know this is not Croy's type of game, it made me interested to play it. So, let's run through the list here. Anomaly Runner VR. I nailed it. I stumbled on Anomaly, and I couldn't pronounce the word anomaly when I was playing No Man's Sky with Russ a couple of weeks ago and I was fishing. I cannot say the phrase anomaly. I'll show you that clip if someone reminds me. Clay can't hear you right now because he's gone. Please leave a message. Hey, Clay. Hey, buddy. I just want to let you know that I'm really looking forward to the streamer demo, but I'll make sure that you get a link to the VOD after I play it. Bye. Good luck with your GFX RAM on this one. I already know I'm just going to turn the graphics super down if there's an option to do that. This may be the one that crushes the stream, though. We'll see. Or maybe I'll drop the render resolution. I don't know. I'll play with it to try to get to go. That month of No Man's Sky, Croy, you'll be happy to hear this. That month we did of No Man's Sky has me more open to tinkering. Now I am willing to do a spot of tinkering. Not a lot. Not a lot. Your message was all deleted. Please try again later. Okay. All right. Anomaly Runner. Observe your surroundings closely in the Anomaly Research Center ARC to memorize important details. Detect unsettling anomalies. I'm trying to make sure I say that word right. To escape the hazardous areas, uncover the dark secrets of the ARC organization in this innovative sci-fi horror walking simulator. If anyone's ever played the game Exit 8, this feels like sci-fi Exit 8. That's really what this felt like. Let's take a look at the trailer. And there were no triggers. Oh, I'm sorry. We got the word simulator. Wait, is that simulator in the title or the description? In the title, it doesn't count. Sorry, guys. Okay, trailer.
Welcome to ARC, the Anomalies Research Center. Congratulations, you're assigned to the Anomalies Detection Team. Do not overlook any anomalies. If you find an anomaly, turn back immediately.
I recognize that font too. I've seen it in
If you
Canva.
find any anomalies, follow the white arrows forward.
This is a rage game.
Have fun. Don't die. Huh? Awkward.
And this. I'd rather play Clamp. Croy, have you played Clamp yet? On stream? If so, I missed that, and I need to go back and watch it. So the object of the game is you're walking down the hallway, and you need to memorize all the details of that hallway. And if you go to the next hallway, you need to immediately spot the differences, okay? And if you can tell that there's a difference, you turn around and go back. At least that's how Exit 8 worked. If you walk forward when you are supposed to walk backwards, let's say you're in hallway number 2, you go back to hallway number 1. The goal was to get to, in Exit 8, the goal was to get to the 8th hallway, really the 9th hallway, because 9th hallway was the actual exit. So if you ever played those games when you were younger where it's like spot the differences between the two pictures, it's very much like that, just in a more kinetic setting. Corey hated this yesterday, and it wasn't performing either, which the second part worries me more than the first part. And Corey and I all like the same games, but if this crashes my stream, hey, it is what it is. Next game is Closer Look VR, Old Ways. I saw this, and I want to say it was a side quest showcase a few weeks ago, and that's how this game got on my radar. Closer Look VR has VR in the title, so let me call that one. As I find it. There we go. Number 13. Lucky number 13. Yeah, the audio performance were definitely not a good time. Yeah, so I'm thinking I turn the render resolution down before I boot that game if it comes up. If it comes up first, and I'll just turn it down my headset entirely as opposed to just using Steam. That way I'm not dealing with any kind of like cross issues between Link and Steam. But yeah, I'm going to play with it a bit to see if I can get it to not use, I think Croy said it was using 96 gigs of VRAM. That's being exaggerated. I was like, how the hell does that game use all your VRAM? That was crazy. Also, the Exit 8 Resonate breaks if you modify that 15 people. That doesn't surprise me at all. That surprised me at all. When it comes to UGC, I expect stuff to break. Okay, Closer Look VR Old Ways is a story-driven VR adventure set in modern-day West Africa, trapped in a university building, which I know Corey loves that. Explore secret locations, solve puzzles, and uncover a gripping narrative of exploitation, corruption, and betrayal. I don't think there were any trigger words in that one, so let's do. It's on Unreal Engine. I should also point out as we go through the... Yeah, that was hands. Thank you. I should also point out that because these are demos, and anyone who does this should give this disclaimer too. These are demos. I expect stuff to not be perfect. It is basically a way to entice you to play a game that's not out yet, because most of these are demos for games that will not release for months, and especially when you're talking about small teams, you're gonna get stuff that isn't needs more time in the oven. But this is how you get indie games on your radar. Like, there were all these showcases that happened last week between the Xbox and PlayStation and the Summer Game Show. So I was waiting for that smashing to happen. But unless you can afford to spend $250,000 and give that to Jeff Keighley to get your 60-second trailer on the Summer Game Fest, if you're a team of one, like I am right now, because you guys know I'm trying to build my own game, Stuff like this is how, like, Next Fest and things like this are going to be how you get your word out, and putting out demos and proofs of concept. So this is how you get indie games on your radar. Everyone's going to know about, like, the bigger game releases, especially after all the showcases that happened last week. It's the smaller game releases that Steam Next Fest is great for. So I'm looking for 1 or 2 indie gems that I can hope to play later. I'm not expecting all these to be good. Matter of fact, I expect a lot of them to not be good. That's why out of 33 available demos, I only picked 11. This one's solo dev, but Jeff Keighley says produced by only one finger. Oh, God. All right, that was Closer Look. Moving on. Daggerwoods. I unfortunately, I know a little something about this game, but I'll talk about it later. Daggerwoods VR is based on the true story of the fires in Caledonia Mills, Nova Scotia, Canada. A psychological thriller full of mind games, mystery, and adventure. Step into the shoes of Maggie Carmichael to find the truth behind the darkness within the snow-covered woods. So I have a question here. If it says that the game is going to come as early access, for bingo purposes, should I call this early access, knowing full well that the full release will be early access? I'll let you guys debate that while I hit play on the trailer.
We used to play here. Who's out there?
Is that tic-tac-toe?
Daniel! Is that you? Daniel, is that you? What happened? Where's your sister?
Last year was not a good year for VR horror. Like it really wasn't. So I'm hoping this year is better, and games like this are gonna be how it gets better, if that game is of a certain level of quality. You can see the text at the bottom and the end. Let's go back. I don't believe I did. Skip to the end here. My chat's partially covering this. I'll read it to you guys. It's been too many years. We don't even know anymore. We keep changing it. We think it's getting better. It's really hard to stop changing things. It's like stopping a cat from chasing a laser pointer. It's not our fault. It's them. Unreal. Please stop releasing new versions. We started with Unreal 4.19. And we're thinking about 5.5. It's incredible. We swear we are so independent with no sponsor or supervision whatsoever. By the way, we're Paracosm Studios. Please wishlist, follow, share, subscribe, ring the bell, retweet. Oh no, re-X, do anything and reach out to us. This is a messed up game, but we're nice people. I'm gonna play this in October if it's out by then, just for that. That's funny. That's a nice disclaimer. That's pretty funny. Another, what is a video game, Daniel? I'm confused. It's been forever since I saw Detroit Being Human. Frost Survival, this from Winkley Studio, who made Survival Nation, a zombie survival game. Sandbox Survival in VR. Did I put VR as in the title? It already did that. Face of Frozen Wilderness, solo or in co-op. It has multiplayer, so I'll mark our multiplayer in a second. Matter of fact, I'm looking at it right now, so call it now. It just happened to be on the screen I was on. Build a shelter, craft tools, hunt for food, and manage your resources to endure harsh conditions. Strategize your moves against unpredictable weather and lurking dangers. And remember to keep yourself safe and sane. Okay, let's take a look.
Are you okay?
And by the way, I'm aware of the fact that we watched most of these already. That's why I didn't want to do demos the other week, but we had to get a bingo winner.
Yeah, I'm good.
I have to find a way to escape from here.
First, we have to survive.
Gotcha, Russ.
What was that?
I don't know. Let me check.
A partially bad circuit and out. Yikes. Yikes. Only were you able to get it figured out? Hopefully you're able to get it figured out. Fingers crossed for you, bud, because you're a better person than me. I would not yet, but yeah. My way of troubleshooting that would be to call an electrician. I've been electrocuted once in my life, never again. Was at work at a restaurant. Sucked. Mirror Light is an indie VR puzzle game. Solve light-based challenges, overcome enemies, save creatures, and make your way back home. Use mirrors, splitters, gemstones, and other tools to guide the light and recover the lost fragments. My chest hurts. Have you noticed how many horror games wives, girlfriends are called Mia? I don't play enough horror to probably pick up on that, but I do remember some being in there. Yeah, so that's fair. Yeah, this demo came out a month ago. A lot of these are demos that signed up for Next Fest, but they've been available for a while. But we don't play a lot of Steam demos on stream, so they're new to me. So, all right, it's Mirror Light. Let's check it out. Y'all know I love my story-based puzzle games. There's also some games I've already played on Quest that have demos on Steam now, like Puzzling Places, Mock Welcome In, Puzzling Places, Ghost Town. I'm not going to play those at all. If like Croy or Savannah, someone who hasn't had access to those games before wants to play them, we're proud to them. I played those enough to where it's disingenuous for me to play a demo for them. In fact, yeah, Corey, you played Ghost Town yesterday, right? God, mia, mon cher. I feel like that one just ended. I'll let y'all judge. I'm gonna hit play again. I feel like that trailer just kind of just ended. I'm going back 10 seconds. Hold on. I mean, there's a fade, so there's a deliberate action there. But yeah, I'm going to say that one just kind of abruptly ends. I'll give it that. Just think of being the guy that needs to go around the island and slay all those scandals. Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's Mirror Light. Of Lies and Rain. This was another one that's been out for a while. I've seen some content creator coverage on this already. Not played it yet. Why have I not played it? Well, that one's simple. Because people are calling this, people are likening this to Half-Life Alyx. And that automatically makes me not want to play it. But it's sci-fi. I'll give it a shot. This is a shooter, so it counts for that one. Of Lies and Rain is a story-driven first-person shooter built exclusively for VR. Set in a dark sci-fi post-apocalyptic world, Clay, at the edge of the real and digital realm, you'll fight to reclaim your past and save humanity from the brink of extinction. Mwah. Mwah, Mock.
I don't know. What happened?
I hope you can hear this. Need log that quickly. It's dangerous.
Hey, listen. What the hell is going on?
Thank you, Russ. Thank you for 65 streams. Only be real. Do you feel like you're gonna retire at 65? especially with what's happening in the country right now. Because I don't. I think I'm gonna work until the day they put me in the grave. GG's, buddy. I appreciate it. 65 streams in a row. That's incredible. I really appreciate that. Anyone doing like 5 streams in a row, I think is nuts here. Because, you know, I don't think very highly of myself. Requital. We're gonna go Requital. Is a fast-paced, rhythm-based. Did I put rhythm game on this list? I did. Fast-paced, rhythm-based VR shooter where precision defines survival. Travel through past and future timelines, eliminating enemies in music-driven combat encounters. Each level is handcrafted to sync perfectly with intense post-bounty soundtracks. Move, shoot, and stay on beat. This 100% sounds like Pistol Whip. Logic, Mike. Logic, we're here, so you have to be here too. That's fair. All right. Now the pause out, reach the age. I hear that, brother. Tell me this is not Wild West Pixel Whip. Ready Rhythm. Oni, does this count as Cinti assets? I can never tell, or if it's just low poly.
Mr. Mouthhug says, Mike.
Is Danny Ugger's illegitimate love child.
Mr. Mouthhug says, Jolly Ranchers Gummies Tropical Edition.
No, that's not an arena game. That's not an arena game. You tell them the angular faces and the way they do the ice shit's brows. Yeah, I thought so, but you know that better than I do. So, you know, one of these days, probably next year, if I get to a point where I'm starting to do development streams, which I'm so far away from that now, we're talking at least a year if I would think about this, I might do like asset shopping online or here on stream where I'll just look through the Unity store for stuff to get. Anyway, hey, Croy, we should ping. Is Denny on Blue Sky? I know he's still on X. We should ping him with this. Like, hey, how do you feel about this blatant rip off of your game? I mean, he'll probably be flattered because, you know, that this game inspired other developers to make a game like his, but yeah, that is straight up Old West Pixel Whip. I hope that Cloudhead Games makes an Old West map just to counteract this game. Just be like, how dare you? I'll make a version of that. Where I looked at Shroomer. Oh yeah, that's right. He did block you. I forgot. Ultimate Chess, no lie, this is the demo I am most looking forward to playing, and I hope that this comes up on the wheel today. Ultimate Chess VR, chess you've never seen before. Battle on the chessboard in virtual reality where every piece comes to life and engages in a fantasy duel. Duel, not duo. It's been forever since I played Pistol Whip. Ah, gotcha. No, that was a misspeak. I mean, it looks gorgeous, and I'm not being facetious. This looked absolutely gorgeous. Maybe it's gonna be kind of like an auto battler tabletop situation. I'm not sure. But yeah, I thought that looked pretty cool. I'm very much looking forward to that one. And we got 2 more to go, and then we're gonna hop in. Virtual Skate. Experience next level board control, film insane tricks, and skate obstacle courses in a sneak peek of Virtual Skate. Let's check out the Mirror, Fog of War, and Chess. That's like how I want to play it. I want to see what these other modes are like too. There was a King of the Hill in there too, I think. By the way, I don't know how much longer new release bingo is gonna last, because I mean in general, because developers are getting better about writing better descriptions and putting out better looking trailers. Like there's not been a bad trailer yet here. Feeling the music. Alright, redeem multiplayer. Arlen, welcome in, buddy. It's good to see you. Arlen, we're doing a bunch of stuff, including going through some Steam Next Fest demos right now. And that's what we're going to play tonight. We're playing bingo. We're about to do a prediction here in a minute. And yeah, a lot of ways to learn pixels. Yeah, but I mean, oh yeah, okay, I thought you meant like for bingo. No, I think I'll do Fire multiplayer. This is the second most anticipated game on this list for me. It's called Whispers of the Void. This was another one that I want to say this one is on Quest, because I remember seeing a video about this at some point, but they might have just been playing the demo. I don't know, possibly. The idea of being able to film someone else playing is great. Yes, 100%. All right. A story-driven VR puzzle game with sci-fi exploration, sword combat, and interactive environments. Uncover alien technology and survive the mystery of the void. Hey, this only Switch list. Love to see it. And Croix, love to see it. And Scorp, love to see it. All right. Similar to No Man's Sky and Jedi Survivor. Okay, you got me. You got me at 208 hours in No Man's Sky right now. May none of them crash. Yeah, cross your fingers for me, Croy. Where are the zombie games? Actually, I went through the whole list. I only saw like 2 zombie games.
Hey, buddy. If you're listening to this message, you're already on a ship and on a mission.
Finally, we're on the ship. I'm itching to start a new galactic journey. This challenge reminds me of my life. The dangerous path to the goal. The lack of solid support under my feet. The icy abyss of the universe around me. I repeatedly made difficult choices. Sacrificed a lot. Still, I didn't make a mistake myself.
Oh, the voice?
And
yeah,
I won't
100%.
let you make a mistake.
1000% AI, yes.
We will be free. Go ahead towards new adventures.
I'm gonna check to see if this is on Quest, because I feel like I've seen this before. We should all be grateful we're still living in a time where we could tell that's AI. The problem is, yeah, very true, very true. Why am I shot? Why am I going to the actual site? Because I know the site indexes like absolute shit. So Whispers. God, Whispers in the Void. If I could spell, that'd be great. VR. That's, I think, BIOS is their way of getting BIOS through the Steam filter. No. Okay, it's only on Steam. All right. I guess I saw someone cover the demo. Yeah, Wolf covered this back in January. This probably video. This is most likely the video I saw. Is when Wolf VR played this, because he plays a lot of demos, but he doesn't have anything to play. So okay, that's what that was. We don't have a winner in bingo yet, so we're going to go through the rest of what's in Steam Next Fest until we get a winner. That's how we're gonna handle that. The second we get a winner, we're gonna go ahead and hop into our first game. By the way, go ahead and get your predictions in now. Here's the full list. That's the full list of what you can actually do. To enter a prediction, type the word next, N-E-X-T, space, and then your guess. You will not get a piece of text feedback for that, because I don't think I wrote one in. So I can just check to make sure that it's going through. And remember, it will be $8,000 or 1,000 pixels per entry, but you'll get 5,000 if you get it correct. So it is one of those 11 games. Feel free to get your guesses in. Rusco's of Lies and Rain. Okay, so I know that's working. Hold on one second. Let me make sure that text file updated. Not that one. Just make sure that's all working correctly. Yep, that worked. Okay. I'm sorry. Exclamation point next. Sorry, Carrie. Exclamation point next, space, and then the name of the game. My bad. I don't think I have an alias in there for just the word next. Mock also goes of Lies and Rain. By the way, this is RNG, so don't base it off of what you saw me excited for. All RNG. Let's just find the VR demos, and we're just going to go through them one by one until we get the bingo winner, and then we'll hop in and see what's going to crash my stream tonight. There's 32 now. There were 26 yet. Okay, just dropped to 30. Mirror Light we already did. There you go. Carrie's in now. Nominee Runner we already did. Recruiter we already did. Elemental Towers. I'm pretty sure we looked at this, but again, we're just trying to get a bingo winner right now. A dynamic adventure in the world of magic, blending puzzle elements with arcade. Rebuild magical towers while defending against dragons and mastering ancient elemental runes.
You're a master mage, shaping towering realms of elemental power with falling runes. Your destiny is to close the loops of your tower, weaving together the forces of fire, water, earth, and air. Each rune holds ancient elemental magic, and their combos can unleash incredible
Amelia has one bingo.
Chaos.
There we go.
Time is your enemy. Hesitate too long, and the creeping void will rise to consume all in its path. Above, dragons circle the skies, their eyes gleaming with hunger for your downfall. Add elemental towers to your wishlist on Steam and Metastore.
I'm gonna keep saying this. I'm actually really impressed. You open the card, they were mini lit. Yeah, you gotta mark them off as you go along there. GG's million, congratulations. Okay, so I don't have to do any more demos. Are there any more entries into the predictions? I'm going to close that and pick the game. You can put something in, but it's not going to count for this round. So if anyone else wants to put another one in, speak now or forever hold your peace. Otherwise, we're going to pull up our widget and spin to see what game comes up first. I'm closing out stuff to give you guys time to do it because we're done playing bingo for the night. And I don't think I need... Nope, that's the game list. If you need the list, it is right there. I think that's one of the oddest software voice accents I've heard. Only, I'm not going to tell you how long I spent going through accents and like all the Google Voice and all the TTS Monster voices available to do, to narrate the breaking news. It was amazing how many are out there. It's crazy. Yeah, that one wasn't bad. But the one in the game before that was like blatantly AI. Absolutely blatantly AI. So... for Whispers of the Void. Okay, going once, going twice. I think we had 3 entries and sold. Okay, let's see what the first game is in our Next Fest journey. And it's going to be Anomaly Runner. All right, so that bonus for whoever gets and you don't get out of here. That bonus for someone getting every single prediction correct is now out the window because I don't think anyone guessed that game. Let's double check that. Nope, we got 2 lives of rain and 1 acquittal. Okay, so I'm gonna start round 2. And that's that. All right. Actually, I don't need that one open. Okay, that one needs to close. And I need to edit this one. Let me make sure that this updates. What that was Anomaly Runner. There we go. Anomaly Runner should go away on the screen in 2 seconds. There it goes. Okay, perfect. All right. All that's done. My break screen is broken, so I could probably do words while I'm getting everything set up, if that's what you guys would like to do. And we haven't done words in a while, so we'll do words. Unless seeing that GG is back, let me just check real quick. Oh no, yeah, normally their maintenance lasts like 6 hours, and it started about 5 o'clock, so this is probably gonna run all the way through to the end of my stream. So instead, we're just gonna play words on stream, and I will let this go while I get everything set up. So I'm gonna switch to my actual gameplay screen, and then turn the camera off, and it's all on you guys. Enjoy. After I get logged in here. Okay, I was about to get a little concerned that wasn't gonna go. It's such good music. It's such good music. Russ agrees with me. Okay. I'm gonna switch scenes to the gameplay screen, and then I'll turn my camera off. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I think we're good. Test. Okay, you should be able to hear my voice now. You just should not see me, and then not turn the camera on. I look dark, and no jokes, but yeah, I feel darker than I should. Also, I'm getting some artifacting, but that's okay. I'm getting some snow, but that's okay. Is anyone else buffering? I dropped some frames during that transition there. I'm up to 4,500 frames. I've dropped 2% of my frames for the stream so far. So yeah, Russ, that might have been me.
Shut up and take my money.
You can use your TTS rush, not to use bits, but thank you. All right, last round. I'm gonna turn my camera back off so you can see the right. The last round, and then we'll get started here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Welcome back, Carrie. Do 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 do. It's gonna get stuck in my head. You know what? That's good. That's perfect timing that we go out on the L there. Go on the L. All right, final scores. Russ with 97, Amelia with 35, Carrie with 31, and Live Up Mike with just 2 words hitting 29. When I see the big word, I must redeem it. Let's play it. All right. If I have to do another long break, then we'll play a different game. Because not everyone wants to play Scrabble. Okay, I'm going to turn my render resolution down ever so slightly. Because Croy said this game was very performance heavy. We're going to set it to 80. Our refresh rate is set to 72, so that should be fine. And I'll just have to remember to put this back up when we're in. Is there an apply thing for Steam VR, or does it just automatically work? Actually, I might need to do this in the Oculus runtime. Oculus using that, but we'll try the game as is, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, minimize that. And our first game is Anomaly Runner. There we go. Gonna work on the project. Good luck, and Russ, have a good shower. All right, let's see if this breaks my PC. Oh, that's not good at all.